Hey guys! So today's video is going to be another full face first impressions. I know a lot of people have been doing these videos recently, but I find them so entertaining. So I thought I would do another one because you guys seem to really like my last one. All the products I'm going to be trying on my face, I have never tried them on my face before. I've only like swatched them and stuff like that. So I cannot wait to try these products out. A lot of them are brand new, but some of them are not. I just haven't personally tried them. So it's like, they're new to me. So yeah, I know this video is gonna be a million years long, so I'm gonna get started. My lips are so dry and chapped and red. It's been so cold here in Miami. Cold for me. I'm gonna take the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Lip Booster, and I'm just gonna put this on my mouth, just to give me a little bit of moisture. I've heard a lot of great things about this, so. Okay, so I'm gonna prime my skin using this guy. I just purchased this. I've never tried it before. I got it at Ulta. This is the Mally Perfect Prep Neutralizing Primer. And I've never heard anyone talk about this primer before. I thought it was gonna be like a green color to maybe neutralize redness, but it's a skin tone color. And it feels kind of like, honestly, it feels like a foundation. And, okay. Just gonna rub that on my face. I think it's a little pink. I don't know. Well, maybe that's because I'm rubbing my face. My face always gets red. It's so weird. It feels like a tinted moisturizer. Okay, so this is the primer on my face. Obviously you can't tell because it's a primer, but I feel like it evened out my skin tone a little bit. It probably has like really sheer coverage. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know. I think it might be good, but I have to play with it a little bit more. The foundation I'm going to be using today is from the brand Stellar. Stellar is a new makeup brand they just started selling at Sephora. And when I saw how pretty this foundation was like in the packaging, I knew I wanted to get it. I really don't know anything about this brand. I haven't heard anything about it. So I wanted to take a chance and I picked up this foundation. It is the Limitless Foundation. I got the shade S01 and I also got the shade S03 because I bought it online. I didn't know what my color was, but this one seems like it's gonna match me. I swatched it on my hand last night and it seems like a really good match. This is a very, not super watery, but pretty runny. And I'm gonna take my pure sponge and I'm just gonna start applying this to my face. I know it's kind of stupid to test a primer and a foundation on the same day because sometimes certain primers don't work with certain foundations and vice versa, so kind of stupid to try them both at the same time, but for the sake of this video, you know, that's what we're doing. So I would say this has like a medium coverage. It's applying really nicely on the skin. It seems to be pretty dewy. So you can see like there's a glow to my skin. Let me read you the claims of this foundation as I'm applying it because just like you, well maybe not, but I have no idea what this foundation is about. I just purchased it to try it. So the foundation on the Sephora website only has one review, but they gave it 5 stars. So this says it's an oil-free, innovative, highly pigmented, medium coverage like I said, foundation that lets you build to full coverage where it's needed. I'm gonna add a little bit to my beauty blender, my sponge, and I'm just gonna build the coverage right here. Okay, so I definitely think it covered a little bit more and it didn't get cakey or anything. Looking at my skin up close, it looks really healthy and really dewy. It's not cakey around my nose, which you guys know is like my problem area. It's settling into my lines, but everything does. Every time my friend Gabby does my makeup for photo shoots, she has to like stand there behind the scenes with a little brush to smooth out my smile lines because foundation just loves to sit in there. But, you know, that's my face. I don't like that it's tacky to the touch. Like when I put my fingers up to my face, like it's definitely a little tacky, but that's the case with some dewy foundations. I think I like this. I think it is pretty nice. Foundation is definitely one of those products I have to try out a few times to give you a more well-rounded opinion because foundation first impressions for me are always like, well, I don't know. I mean, Okay, so I'm gonna go in with concealer now, and I wanted to try out the Stellar concealer, but look at this color compared to this foundation. This is so dark, and this is in the shade S01. This is S01, this is also S01. That makes no sense. It's way too dark for my skin tone, and it's actually the lightest shade they have. I assumed it was gonna be a very similar color to the foundation, but it's much too dark. So we're gonna try out this guy instead, which I'm actually more excited about this one than that Stellar concealer. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. I love the Photo Focus foundation, but I had heard a few negative reviews on this concealer, so I didn't want to buy it. I just wanted to test it out for myself and see what I thought. So I'm gonna apply this underneath my eyes. I'm in the shade, well, I got the shade Light Ivory. And I'm gonna blend that in with my sponge. I think I like it. It looks pretty matte, but I don't mind that at all. For me, it really does depend how I'm feeling. I'll either go for a matte concealer or a really dewy one. It depends on the look I'm going for, but I like this. I don't think it looks cakey. It might look like slightly more dry, but I think it blends really, really well and the coverage is really good. So I'm just gonna add a little more just to see what happens. Oh my gosh, I think I really like this. It's just blending out so well and it sinks right into the skin and it gives you like a soft matte look. I'm gonna add a little bit on the rest of my face. Not bad, not bad at all. I really like that concealer. I shouldn't have put some on my eyelids because I'm gonna try out a primer, but I completely forgot. Anyway, before I set my concealer and my face with powder, I'm gonna go in with this guy, and I'm actually really nervous to do this. This is the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. They just sent this to me, and I was not a fan at all of their liquid Hoola bronzer. It was way too orange. So when I saw they came out with a stick version, I was a little bit nervous that it was gonna be too orange. It looks okay. It looks like it might be a little warm, but let's just try it. Ever since I discovered the Cover FX liquid bronzer, I don't really like to use any other liquid bronzer, honestly. That wasn't terrible. That pretty much blended into nothing, so I'm just gonna add a little more. It's definitely a little bit cooler than their liquid Hoola. It's not as orange, but it's not ashy, which sometimes ashy contours just don't work if you have a yellow undertone, if you have a lot of warmth to your skin. Sometimes those cool tone contours can look a little too muddy. And in my opinion, it is really easy to blend. I like this. I think it's pretty good. Do I think my Cover FX one is better? Absolutely. The Cover FX one is amazing. It's ridiculously overpriced. It's so crazy how much those Cover FX drops are. I like this. This is definitely a winner so far. Okay, so now I'm gonna set down my foundation because it's still tacky, and I'm gonna set my concealer. I have a brand new powder to try out. It's a loose powder, and the packaging is to die for. This is my favorite packaging on a loose powder. This is the Fiona Styles Invisible Finish Loose Setting Powder, and I got the shade White Stone. It's kind of like a translucent color. The packaging is awesome. This right here is Soft Touch, like NARS packaging, and the top is just so pretty. I've been slowly testing out Fiona Styles products. I just recently bought an eyeshadow palette from her, and I got this too, so slowly starting to try out more and more of her products. So I'm gonna test this bad boy out today. Comes with a little puffy thing, which I never really use. I haven't even opened it. I'm gonna smooth out my under eye concealer just in case if it creased. I take away some of those creases. I'm gonna use my Smith 112 brush, put it in this product, set my concealer. I'm gonna take some more on the cap, and I'm just gonna set the rest of my face with this because, you know, this foundation is a little tacky. I should be using a bigger brush, but that would require me to stand up. Who needs this many loose setting powders? I don't know. Okay, so looking at my skin, that didn't look powdery on my face at all. I don't think it emphasized my dryness. Maybe a little bit here on my chin, but it's not something that's gonna make me like never wanna wear this powder again. I still love my RCMA No Color powder more. I think that one really looks invisible on my skin, but this one is not bad. Yeah, I don't think I have anything bad to say about this. So for powder bronzer, I'm gonna take the Hoola Light by Benefit. Benefit just released Hoola in a lighter version. I've swatched this, and this is like way too light for my skin tone. I think this would work for you if you are very, very porcelain, like super fair, then this would be perfect for you. But for me, I mean, based on my swatch, I don't know if this is gonna work for me. So I'm gonna take my Wayne Goss brush number 14, and I'm just gonna use this to contour a little. It smells amazing though. My other Hoola does not smell like this. It smells so good. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Looking a little weird though on top of the other bronzer. It's looking a little patchy right there. I mean, it's definitely showing up on my skin. I didn't think it was going to because it looks so light in the pan, but that is looking pretty splotchy. Maybe it's the way I'm applying it, but I mean, I apply bronzer every day, so I don't know. I would imagine that those of you who are really sensitive to scents in your product, I don't know if you would like this because it is pretty heavily scented. It's a very good scent, but it is a little perfumey. I'm gonna test this out a little bit more. I think I might like it if I play around with it more. But as of right now, I'm still on the fence and I'm not exactly sure if I like this. I'm hoping that because they came out with a Hoola Light, that they're gonna come out with like a Hoola Deep or something like that, because the original Hoola can work for fair skin if you apply a really light hand, but it does not work for deeper skin tones. So I'm hoping they're gonna release like another one for deeper skin tones. I would hope so. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start on my eye makeup because I don't wanna do a full face without knowing what's going on with my eyes first, so let's start on that. Guys, we're gonna be playing with the new ColourPop eyeshadow palette. This is the Blow Me Away palette. ColourPop just launched a whole nectar range. It's beautiful. It's kind of like so you can create a monochromatic look, and they're all like peachy, nectar, orangey shades. So stunning. They have blush, lippies, eyeshadows. It's really beautiful. And they also just released a pink version. I don't like pink as much as I like nectar, but they're both really beautiful, and they're just releasing different phases. I think the next one is sand, and they're all like sand colored makeup. So anyway, today we're gonna be using the Blow Me Away palette. I'm gonna start out with this color right here. This color is called Issues. I really wish ColourPop would just leave the names on the actual packaging. They sell it with a sleeve over it that has the names of the colors and the names of the palette, but once you take the sleeve and you like throw it away, it doesn't have the names on them. And I'm gonna take my Sephora Pro crease brush and I'm gonna build that color in my crease. Oh wait! I completely forgot primer. It's because it looked like my eyes are a little primed. I'm gonna go in with the brand new Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer in the shade Light. They came out with a few new colors, a white one, a light one, a deeper one, and then I think like a smoky color. And they just sent this to me and I'm gonna try it out as an eyeshadow primer. But I'm really, really nervous because I have never been a huge fan of Smashbox primers. I know that they're like so raved about, but hopefully this eye primer is, you know, something that will work for me. It looks a little bit splotchy because I forgot to take out the concealer I had underneath. Bad idea, Kathleen, bad idea. My first impressions videos are always gonna be a little messy. Okay, now we're gonna go in with Issues. I love colors like this in my crease. I love it, I love it. I love warm, peachy crease shades so much. So I put on the primer like I said, but I had a little bit of concealer left underneath, so I feel like it didn't apply as smoothly as it normally would. But so far so good. My eyeshadow is going on really nicely. It looks very pigmented. Okay, so that's Issues, and I love this color. My hair is frizzy af today. Okay, so now I'm actually gonna take something else for my lid. I'm gonna take this new Milk Makeup Eye Pigment. This is in the shade Hotel Lobby. I've never tried these before. They were recently sent to me. I gave most of them to my friends because I rarely use products like this, but I kept like the really beautiful bronzy shades. And I'm gonna take some on my finger. I've never tried this. I'm gonna stop saying that. I'm just gonna apply this to my lids. I heard Tati from Glam Life Guru say that these are like really amazing. I'm just gonna, oh, that might have been too much. She said these were really amazing and they stay in place all day, so I'm so excited to see. I'm gonna leave a note in my description box letting you know how the foundation wore throughout the day and how the eye pigment wore throughout the day because they both claim to be pretty long wearing. Actually, I'm gonna go in with something right on top of this, so I'm not gonna be able to tell 100%. This is like a really pretty golden champagne color. I'm gonna go back in with that brush I was using earlier and just blend it a little bit. I'm gonna go back into the Blow Me Away palette and I'm gonna take this first shade. This is called Take a Break, and I'm gonna apply this to my entire lid using this Real Techniques little eyeshadow brush. Nope, not gonna use this eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna take the MAC 242 and pop that on. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use my finger. blend some more. Now I'm gonna go in with this color right here. This one is called Centerfold. And on a different crease brush, I'm gonna take the Morphe R38 and I'm gonna apply this to my outer corners and in my crease a little bit. People make fun of me because I say a little bit all the time. I can't help it, I don't even notice it. Yeah, I definitely 100% think I should have tested this out without adding the milk pigment. I think the milk pigment is perfect on its own, but I don't know if I like it layered under other eyeshadows at all. I'm gonna go back into that first color and I'm gonna apply some more just to intensify it a little bit because some of it was like blended away. Then I'm gonna take a small little tiny crease brush. This is the Luxie 237 and I'm gonna take, what is this called? Slim Fit, I believe. And I'm gonna apply some of this right in the outer corners, like right here. I guess I am bringing that into the crease a little bit. Why not? I'm gonna go back into that first shade we used, my favorite shade in this palette, hands down. And I'm just gonna blend out my crease, making sure there are no harsh lines. Now I'm gonna take this color right here and I'm gonna run that underneath my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take this color right here with that same brush, first color we used, and I'm gonna blend it all out. Okay, so that's that palette. I actually really like the colors. I don't like the fact that I added the milk pigment underneath because I feel like it created a weird texture on my lid. But besides that, everything blended out really nicely. And Issues is my favorite. Can they make this permanent? Because I think it's that pretty. I really, really like that eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna apply some eyeliner. This is not new. This is not a first impression. This is the Marc Jacobs Highliner Matte Gel Crayon in the shade Earthquake. And I'm just gonna apply that to my waterline and I'm gonna tight line with this as well. Okay, so I just took that eyeliner and really smudged it underneath my lower lash line just to add a little bit of depth and a little bit more of like a dark brown to the look because I thought it was just a little too bold and colorful. I wish I had a new liquid liner to try or something, but I don't. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move on to mascara. This is a mascara from the brand Stellar, the same brand for my foundation. This is the Absolute Mascara and I just went on the Sephora website to tell you like their claims and stuff, and this is actually currently sold out. I bought it a few days ago, so it must have just sold out. It's supposed to achieve volume, length, and drama in an instant. We shall see about that. It has longer bristles at the top and then shorter ones at the bottom, or you know, longer ones at the bottom and shorter ones at the top. And I usually don't like rubber wands. I'm more of a natural bristle kind of gal, but let's give this a try. I love the Benefit Roller Lash and that is rubber, so you never know. My lashes here at the side are always like so much longer and it looks like there's like a gap right here. Do you see that? Oh, I hate that. Okay, so these are my lashes. My initial first impression is that it's really volumizing, it's really dramatic, but I think it makes my eyelashes look a little strange, like not even, kind of like all over the place. So far I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite. Okay, so now we can go ahead and just finish the rest of my face makeup. I'm gonna take this ColourPop Nectar Duo. It's technically called the Pressed Powder Face Duo, and this is in the shade The Knockout. It is stunning. I got so excited when I saw this online because, as you guys know, I'm not a huge fan of ColourPop blushes. They're Super Shock Cheeks, like their original blushes. They're a little bit difficult for me to work with. There are a couple that I do really like that apply nicely, but for the most part, I always just reach for a powder blush. So when I saw that ColourPop released a powder blush, I got really excited. This color is called Excuse My French, and then this is the highlighter in the palette, and this is called Like to Watch. So I'm just gonna go in with the blush today. I'm gonna use this brush. I just purchased the Linda Hallberg brushes. I purchased her Infinity palette and her brushes, and how beautiful is this brush? This is the 310 brush, and I'm gonna use this to apply my blush. That is so pretty. I have been waiting to use this Bubby? What? I was gonna say puppy and baby, and Bubby came out. Hans, Bubby, I'm your white knight. If anyone can guess where that is from, you are my truest best friend, because that's like one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm gonna go in with the Smashbox Spotlight palette in the shade Pearl. This is Casey Holmes' newest highlighting palette, and I'm so excited. I just purchased this on the Sephora website. This looked right up my street. I've swatched all of them and they look really beautiful. I'm gonna take my Linda Hallberg 306 brush and I'm gonna take this color in the middle and I'm gonna pop that on my cheeks, the top of my cheeks. Oh, that is so pretty. That looks actually really natural on the skin. Oh. So satisfying. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit of this color right here. It's either blow a fuse or turn it on. I'm gonna pop it right on top. I'm gonna put some here. Okay, so this is the highlight on my face. I really like it. Good job, Casey. Congratulations, is good. To finish off this look, all I have to do is apply my lip color. And I'm gonna go in with a few different things. I'm gonna take this. This is the Buxom Plump Line Lip Liner in the shade White Russian, which you know is my favorite lip gloss of all time. And they came out with a White Russian lip liner thing. I've tried one other Plump Line lip liner before this, but I've never tried this color before. And these are pretty good. They're a little drying for my liking. And I'm just gonna fill in my lips a little bit with this. This color is like concealer, baby pink concealer. The lip color I'm gonna use is this guy right here. This is the new Girlactic Matte Lip Paint in the shade Blushing, and he's so pretty. This is just a little bolder than I would like for this eye look, so I'm gonna tone it down a bit. That's a very beautiful color. So I'm gonna take this brand new Makeup Geek Creme Stain in the shade Curtsy. I thought the shade was Crusty. And I'm gonna apply this to my lips. She sent me all of her new colors, and I don't know if I like this packaging. Please leave me a comment down below. What do you think? I like that the top is soft matte, and I like the idea of it, but I don't know if I love this. Maybe I'm just crazy. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit of this color. It's like a very pretty peach. Oh, and I'm gonna apply it on top, and then I'm gonna blend it in a little bit. Okay, now I like the lips with this eye look. I don't know how I feel about these yet, and today I just used it to lighten up this lip color, so I mean, I didn't apply much. I can't really tell you much about this. But if you are wondering, Makeup Geek came out with a ton of colors, and these are their Showstopper Creme Stains. These will be available to purchase on March 23rd. I'm not gonna be able to do a lip swatch video because when I opened the package, I had a ton of friends over and I let them pick their favorite colors to take home, so I don't have all of them with me, but I will still update you in another video about the formula and stuff. Anyway, that's it for my lip color. I did wanna, my hair is so puffy. What is happening? I did wanna apply a little bit of this highlight to my inner corners because the ColourPop palette didn't really have an inner corner highlight. And I'm gonna apply some underneath my eyebrows. Okay guys, so that completes this video. This was a full face of first impressions, and I hope you guys enjoy videos like this. Leave me a comment down below if you want me to do more of these. I would say overall, I think the majority of the products worked out. So yeah, that completes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. To your skin if you have like an Demelo foundation. Crazy to me. I spit everywhere. Oh, Toad's got concealer on my hair. Products I have slowly make sure they're, oh, put it in the wrong eyeshadow. Oh no.